How's it going? Hey everybody, welcome! This is session 0 of the Reign of Emrys, which is our new Dungeons & Dragons homebrew campaign here on Dork Tales. I am Kelly, I'm the Dungeon Master, and before we begin, I just wanted to say a quick hello to everybody in the chat right now. Hi chat, how's it going? And I also wanted to say a quick thank you to Michael Ilott, who is our graphic designer and does all the pretty artworks for us, and well, all the pretty like frameworks and graphic design stuff, and so all of this and like the rotating name banners that you're going to see beneath our names, all of that was done by Mike. He plays Zan the Plan on Curse of Strahd, which you can see finish up tomorrow night, and also plays Vale Fender on Cyberpunk Red Spitfire, which is going to be on Sunday this week. So you should tune in and thank Mike in person for all the cool stuff. Different Mike, not that Mike. Mike does other stuff. That Mike does other stuff. And then our character picks today were drawn by Hailiiz, who is now kind of the official Dork Tales artist, because we've just like thrown buckets of money at her and just been like, draw all of our stuff. Yeah, so she is a Canadian artist from Alberta who does, and we're not going to hold that against her.
Manitoba, actually.
Oh, Manitoba, that's right. No,
it's from Manitoba.
It's from Manitoba.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go
slightly better.
Oh, that's way better. That's way better.
Winterpeg. Oh, I don't know if it's from Winterpeg or not, but I always associate Winterpeg.
Yeah, but anyway, she does amazing drawing. So if can someone link her in the chat real quick, and then you can go and look at her art, and it's all super good. We've got some stuff for Shards of Nirn coming from her soon, and that is, I am so damn excited because she is really giving us an amazing product out of that. It's gonna be great. Amy, what are you saying?
I need to pay you for that.
Yes, you do. That's yeah,
yeah.
You do. That's fine. We'll figure that out. I'll send you a bill.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
invoice me.
Invoice me.
Invoice me.
I can't believe we're almost at the point where I could invoice people. Aw.
Crazy.
So, all right. So, guys, this is a session 0. So what this means is that we are going to go, and the characters have already been built. We did a build session off camera because rolling dice is boring. So
and watching me agonize over spells is boring as hell.
That is really boring. I live with her. I had to do it all for at least a week. Here's what you need to know about the backstory before we go into the characters and before people introduce themselves. Characters were generated using the roll 4 6-sided dice, drop the lowest model, 3 sets. Characters were allowed to be built at level 2 to show that there is some type of background for the characters in this world. Characters were discussed in advance, as well as some very basic plot hooks. And everybody also got to pick what type of character, so race and class, that they would like to be. And not have it double up unless it was agreed on. Nobody ever wants there to be like a party of like 2 clerics and 1 fighter. You know, like you always want to have like, you want to spread out what everybody's doing, and I think we really manage this here. So the characters that we have today are going to be Christine, who is playing Claudette, is going to be playing a wizard blade singer. Amy, who's playing Liaden, is Liaden. Oh god,
Liaden.
Okay, you're gonna correct me constantly until I get it. Is playing a cleric of the grave underneath the god the orphan. Caitlin is playing a barbarian who will eventually be. Have you figured out a path yet?
Oh, the berserker.
You want to go? Are you sure you
yeah.
don't want to be the crazy like wild magic barbarian?
Unless you really convince me, but I think berserker for the moment.
Okay, berserker's pretty good.
I don't have to really decide until next level.
Yeah, you don't have to decide till next. I'm gonna let level game 1. You guys hit level 3. All right. Robin managed to convince me, or I convinced her, I forget which way it is, to let her play a Blood Hunter, which is a class designed by Matthew Mercer of Critical Role. That is, let's not cut corners here. It's a Witcher.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a Witcher. So I've had her like binging Henry Cavill features. So
I've been listening to the audio. I've listened to 2 audiobooks too of the Witcher series so far.
I bet it's better on audiobook than it is reading it, actually.
I really like it on audiobook. I'm listening to it in the brewery, just working on like labels and stuff. So
congratulations
it's
on the new job, by the way. Robin just started a job at her chosen profession.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Dragon Soul. It's so cool seeing everybody here. And Saffron, good to see you too. Saffron is the queen of, or the king. You know, her call, of the Patreon. She's wonderful. That's how we can afford art. And then finally, Mike is down there playing a sassy little halfling artillerist.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So anyway, the characters all have been basically established with very loose things, and what we're going to do is I have 8 items on the agenda we're going to talk about tonight, and I'm going to show you all who are watching how to do a session 0. So first off, I'm Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master here at Dork Tales. I run all of the games all of the time presently. That might change during the future, and it might change over special occasions, but right now I'm running 4 to 5 games a week because I'm nuts. This is set in a world called Elos, which is our homebrew setting that began with generic fantasy setting, the Shards of Nirn. Long story short, that game was designed on the premise of if it is pitched and it makes sense and doesn't conflict with anything in a way that doesn't destroy the game, then it's canon. And so that has led from being a really basic bread and butter fantasy setting to be a very rich tapestry of fantasy ideals. This game is set in that world. It is a little more restrictive than that simply because there's so much canon at this point that so only the artillerist can really deal with that. So too much canon. So there are going to be a lot of things about the empire that you guys are starting in, and about all of that, and some of the political things and social things that are going to be able to be devised by you. Some of the grander things, the gods and things, are already established and can be found on our wiki. That just needs to be cleaned up a little, which is at I can't type. There we go. Which those of you who are watching on YouTube later can find it on generic-fantasy-setting-17735.fandom.com. That's a mouthful. I'm going to have to shorten that. All right, so, and without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the players who are going to be joining us on this epic adventure starting in 2 weeks and then running every Friday until we're sick of it. Hello, Christine.
Hello. All right, so we're just telling about our characters essentially?
Yeah, well, introduce yourself to the audience and introduce yourself and say a little bit about the character you're playing.
All right, well, I'm Christine, and if you've ever been here before, you probably recognize me by this point. just a little bit.
Who are you?
I am playing Claudette Belmont. Claudette is a blade singer wizard. She's human. She's from a noble background, and she's an all-around nice girl.
She has blade in her title, and yet she's nice. I like it.
She is. She's just really good with defending herself with a blade. It's just a type of magic.
Nice. All right. Anything else you want to say?
I don't know what else to say about her.
Okay. Hello.
Without delving way too hard into
well, and I don't want you guys to get into any of your secrets at this point, because I know you've got some dark secrets, so let's keep those hush hush so they're surprising to the audience. For example, you know who I'm talking about if I'm talking about it. All right. So hello, Amy.
Hello, I am Amy, and I am playing Leiden and Merov, and she is a Aasimar cleric of the grave.
And this is our first Aasimar that's actually been in play.
I'm pretty excited about that. I'm still figuring out what she's going to be like, but she is an orphan, and she was raised in an orphanage run by clerics of the orphan, and yeah. But now she's actually going to be working with, I believe, Claudette's family is important.
It's true. So Claudette's a noble, and you are serving her noble house. For those of you who are unaware, the orphan in our cosmology is the god of death. He kind of generally presents as a prepubescent boy, and is the last surviving god of the previous pantheon, who was basically like an infant god who is slowly growing up into maturity across several thousand human years. And he will have some development before the game begins, potentially even, or maybe before you have to deal with him directly. He's a very interesting and weird creature. Hello.
For that.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna like it. I actually know his name, which is the fun part. Yeah, I can't tell you until season 4 of Generic Fantasy Setting, though.
Fine, I don't want to know yet.
Okay. All right. So, she's Amy is playing an ultra orphan to the third.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello, Caitlin.
Hello. I'm Caitlin, and I'm playing Telfrin. He's a barbarian. Pretty sure he's gonna go the berserker path, but might be convinced to do the wild magic path.
You don't have to.
Otherwise,
you don't have to.
no, I like them both. I'll just have to. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
He's a far traveler. He doesn't like to stay in one place for too long. He likes to earn money by fighting in fighting pits because he's pretty good at that. And gambling. He's not as great at that, but
Look, probably why he has to go to the fighting pits.
exactly. He also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he just likes to just kind of live it up, just kind of take life as it comes at him, and
So he's
not
a real
dwell on things for too long.
hedonist.
Yeah.
Nice. And thank you for playing a boy. I wanted at least one boy character.
Yeah.
I just
That'd be fun.
I need one dude. Just one. I just need one. We have so few men in our group.
It's super true.
Because you don't count. You don't count.
No. Well, Kelly had asked me right when we were starting this. He's like, "Oh, hey, you should play like a male presenting tiefling." And I'm just like, how about a halfling girl instead?
I'm like,
How about-
shit. Okay, fine. But I really wanted you to paint yourself with the beard. Because you got to admit, that would have been pretty good.
That's true.
That would have been pretty good. But, yes, I know. This is the exact opposite of every D&D group. We actually had a comment when we started running Rime of the Frost Maiden, which was for femme characters or female presenting in many ways. And like, 4 girls. Ugh. I'm like, what the hell? It was the best comment we've ever gotten on YouTube. I was
It was wild.
we're like,
It was bizarre.
it
Oh my
was
god,
like,
girls, gross.
Ew.
Yes.
Girl.
Oh my god,
Bunch
two
of
of these
girls.
guys.
no girls allowed.
Girls love
I
clothes.
noticed though that those sort of comments disappeared after we started like doing all like the sexy shit in game though in Rime.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. It's true. All of a
How
sudden,
the
people liked it
turntable.
more.
Huh.
How the turntable.
All right. So speaking of turning table, I don't know. Hi, Robin.
I was gonna say like sexy girls. Thanks, Kelly. But sure.
Oh, hey,
turn
yeah, sure.
tables.
That's what I mean. I mean, like you're so sexy that the camera's even taking your hair off for you.
I'm sorry. I know this is gonna probably
Take
bug
it all
people.
off, Robin. Bald.
No, I'm getting it redone tomorrow, so hopefully it will. But I mean, I'm gonna be wearing a purple.
Yeah, you're gonna
wig.
be wearing a wig anyway for your character. So, hey guys, also we're not in costume right now. Like, and I even am going to do a little bit of minor costuming. I'll even shave my neck hair for this. It'll be good. I'll trim my beard. It'll be good. So, Robin, who are you and
Yeah.
why are you?
Those are very intriguing questions.
That's right.
I'm Robin, and I'm gonna play Ivy, who is a tiefling blood hunter, as Kelly said. Yeah, basically a witcher. That was our discussion when we I was debating of artificer and being a chemist, but then Kelly's like, what about blood hunter? And I'm like, that sounds fun.
It's an alchemist with a sword. Like, come on.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing a slightly magical class because I love Vistra, but I want like a little bit of the juju magic-y stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that with cutting and
can I hear
sacrificing blood.
your grunt?
Oh no, and I haven't practiced it yet.
Frick.
Yeah. Frick. I have to censor myself.
You have to censor yourself until episode 1. All right, and finally, hey Mike, what up?
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and I am going to be playing our 3'2" halfling artificer arterialist.
I tried to represent that on the art, but it just looks like I cropped your photo down really far because it's so small.
It's so small. So small. Her name is Veritrix Soulstar. She comes from a family of people who've a family of halflings.
Well, you would hope. You would hope.
Right. That have been serving the Empire for quite some time. Her parents are the Empire's main astronomers, they're like stellar cartographers, and the people who designate the folks who designate the route, routes for like the sky ships and stuff. But she's not too into all of that. She's a little on the wilder side. She likes to make things go boom a lot. And she has a little homunculus servant. It's a little flying rabbit, because of course I have a rabbit in this game, naturally. And his name is Crux. Crux. And even though he takes up one of my artificer slots, he's probably going to be fairly permanent.
Until you have to use him for parts to make a gun.
Oh, lucky rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
I can make the gun and have the rabbit at the same time.
But can you make two guns and have the rabbit?
No.
Yeah. How are you going to give the rabbit a gun?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I mean, I could turn the rabbit into a gun.
That's true. You just like cock back the ears.
Yeah.
I saw that on Looney Tunes once.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a Looney Tunes thing.
Okay. So next, I'm going to go into rules real quick. So for your characters, guys, I just want to let you know that we are using Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which means that there are some additional rules here that you should be aware of. I'm just going to run through them super quick so that you know about them. So the Artificer doesn't really get any updates because it was just republished in this book. So everything in here is as per accordingly. And then let's see. Caitlin. Going through these alphabetically, at level 3, you're going to get a new proficiency for primal knowledge. You're also going to get instinctive pounce at level 7, which means that as part of your bonus action for rage, you can move up to half your speed just because you're mad.
Whoa, I'm so angry. I get to move.
You're so angry, you get to jump on somebody.
Holy shit. Nice.
Amy, you're going to get Channel Divinity. However, you can use Channel Divinity to replenish spell slots. Okay. Malia can do this too, by the way, in Shards of Nur and Christine.
Oh, okay.
It's up to half your proficiency bonus rounded up the level of spell. And then cantrip versatility, you can swap out cantrips whenever you hit a new level. Or probably whenever you hit a level that gives you ability score increase, you can replace one cantrip. And then at level 8, if we reach that, you'll be able to do additional damage because you're blessed. #. Okay, Blood Hunter doesn't get any of them because that is something completely new.
I also will say I've taken the Abyssal Tiefling.
So you got you get the random
I roll
stuff.
dice. I roll dice to see what cantrip I get. It's fun. It's gonna be fun.
And then Christine, you get a bunch of additional wizard spells. You also get cantrip formulas, which allow you to swap a cantrip out every long rest. So that's a special one you get at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's pretty dope. Whenever as long as you have it in your spell book, you can swap it out. All right. So those are the additional rules. There are going to be additional things that are going to come up in game that are based on the setting that we will house rule and homebrew as we go. Of course, we'll be using the same home rule list that I have, our house rule list that is on our wiki. Basic things like ones are always a bad thing. Nat 20s are not an automatic skill success, which is how it is in the book, but nobody remembers that, so I restated it. Rolling a 1 on attack is a botch and is determined in a number of ways. Short rest is 10 minutes rather than an hour because how long do you really need to rest, guys? Drinking a potion is a bonus action, and then inspiration can be used after your roll so long as it is not on a natural 1. However, halflings have a nice way around that, so enjoy, Mike. As for TPK, this is a world where death is somewhat, it does happen. So far in our games, we haven't had any permanent player death yet, because 5th ed, it's really hard to kill people. Some other mechanics that are coming in, if you ever fight a dragon, just don't. Dragons will just kill you, and then it's really hard to come back to life if a dragon kills you in this world. Dragons kill you so hard that you might not come back to life if resurrected. Yeah. But besides that, there are a bunch of things that we will go through in this. Let me tell you quickly about the setting so that you all can get amped up about this. So, this is set in a country known as Emrys, the Emrysian Empire. The Emrysian Empire is a techno-magic utopia. The rough time period here is somewhere between the 16th and 18th century in terms of dress and a lot of engineering, style, architecture, and kind of mode of lifestyle. In some of the hamlets and towns around the empire, you will find the old thatched roof cottages, people throwing their refuge out into the street or out of their windows after a particularly rough night. But in the cities here, the streets are paved. Carts are regulated. There are rail lines ran by lightning elementals. They're run on lightning elementals, I should say. Magic is harnessed in technology. We still don't have cars yet because horses work just fine and that gives them a job. But mostly because cars complicate everything. So we're having rail lines, we're having coaches, we are having skyships, which are particularly noteworthy for not only their speed, but for their use in aerial assaults. And finally, something else that is in this setting is that it is a country that fuses magic and technology together, and that includes all manner of magic and technology. Given that it's an empire, this is a warlike society. It is expansionist, slowly, but surely. The empire uses a number of mechanized, not infantry, but say magitech is a thing. I'm drawing a lot of inspiration here from Final Fantasy VI. There are going to be people who are able to use mech armor, very small mech armor. The mechanics for those are still being a little bit worked out, but basically you don't want to get in a fist fight with one. And they're much more similar to, say, like the power loader from Aliens. You know, like it's mostly like it's more of an exoskeleton, exoframe that has some cool things and allows you to do some neat stuff. To use those, you will have to have a proficiency, or else you just will have very difficult time with it. None of you will start with that. You may be able to get it further down the line. Okay. Other things about the Empire, it is quite large. It is fairly... The Empire itself is a-religious. It doesn't care what you worship so long as you worship inside of the Empire's mandates, which are basically like, yeah, so long as the god isn't preaching the overthrow of the Empire doesn't really care. So far, we have not determined whether or not there is any type of special currency system here. Like we did in our Secret of Hexeter House game. We had our own monetary system. But we found that was a little hard to go back and forth between. You know, saying shilling gets kind of confusing when I'm like, well, that's going to be 52 thrones. And you're like, ah, yes, thrones. Palladium pieces, platinum pieces, you know. So that is going to be something there. The Empire is this big sprawling monolith, and you are all happy citizens, or at least some of you are. The Empire also does a number of things, like when it is very much based off of the Roman Empire in many ways, and with that, it is very similar to when it goes to a new place that it wants to acquire. Peaceful acquisition is usually met with citizenship. Non-peaceful acquisition is met with what's a friendly way to say this? Jobs. Jobs that you may not have asked for, but you can't quit. And with that, there are some people and some peoples outside of Emrys that are in for servitude. Usually with a way to work themselves out of it within a generation. This is very much more of a Roman concept than it would be in for some of like colonial concepts or later concepts, even though the time period's a little advanced. It's Rome with mechas. All right, indentured servitude, yes. Happy citizens. That is great. That's great, chat. All right. So, and with that, anybody have any questions about the setting or anything like that? Any of you guys?
No,
Alright.
I think I'm good.
That's good.
One question.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have magic attack.
Yeah.
Do we have magic powered tanks?
Not until the boss battle in chapter 3. No.
Okay.
Not until the Shago Hot is complete. Nobody but me gets the Metal Gear Solid reference, but I'm there. All right. So, other things. Magical items are not going to be very common in this one. I think that one of the big problems that I had in other games is that it gave you magic items a bit earlier, thinking it was Pathfinder. I don't know what it is. Pathfinder is throwing sticks in my wheels every time. So, magical weapons that you're going to get in the Empire, everything here is magically doled out. So even things like swords are going to have battery charges, basically. So if you have a +1 sword, it's a +1 sword that works as a +1 sword for like a minute or two. And then it's just a sword. But you know what? A sword's still pretty good. So we're going to have more limited magical items because most of the magical energies in this empire are all kind of bottled up and kept in like processing plants and then doled out accordingly. And we're just going to make that work. So that's the setting. As far as themes, hello everyone in the chat. Ooh, it's getting busy in there. All right, so themes. I actually wanted to ask you guys because I was plotting the game and I was getting things going, and I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to ask you anyway. So there are 3 paths that you can take, or that I can take with this game. I can go sci-fi fantasy, I can go horror fantasy, or I can go political intrigue fantasy. Political intrigue fantasy is more like the Three Musketeers, like that kind of like Alexandre Dumas kind of like yeah, there's like secret letters and counts and stuff, but you're also like riding on horses and fencing and like jumping off shit. So, what do you want? Or do you want me just to blend them all together?
A nice little cocktail would sound
little cocktail.
nice.
It's just gonna be like mixing
a blend.
Baileys with mud.
I think we all know
Hail
where my allegiances lie in
Yeah, horror.
those 3 lists.
Horror, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why you're in all my horror games, Mike.
Yeah, actually, horror would be my second pick out of that too. So there we go.
Does anybody actually want the political intrigue primary?
I mean, not really, but I do like some political.
Yeah, a little
Okay, there-
underlying.
Okay, there will be a dash
Yeah.
of it. You can't have an empire that is not evil. This is not an evil empire. It's just
Dun, 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 dun.
No, you don't. You even hum it. You know the Lucasfilm is coming at me.
I hummed
That's
it at a
true.
different harmony on purpose.
Oh, they know. The mouse.
They know.
The mouse always knows.
They are picky as hell. Just don't. They will come for you
get
so
the one
hard.
that's legally distinct from
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
that other one that we have.
All right. So some quick themes that we're going to go before we just kind of go to a round table, not a round robin, to a round table discussion.
That's me right now is a pretty round robin, but I'm working it off.
We'll get there together, Robin. I feel you.
Mhm. I
So
need help.
the themes and moods, I want this game to be kind of exciting, adventureful. Like I said, I'm drawing a lot of inspiration from like the middling Final Fantasies, particularly 6 and 8, which were the superior ones. 7's 8. Dude, 6 is the best, Amy. Don't fight me.
What? I'm sorry. I stopped writing a sentence in my notebook, and I don't know how it was supposed to end.
Oh, okay.
Empire does not care about blank.
People.
It doesn't care about
Feelings?
FF6 because FF7.
I think it's they don't care about
It doesn't.
religion
I'm
as
sorry.
much. Was
Mike,
that the way you're going?
Yeah, probably.
do you need me to get to like, I'll have Karen play your character, or Taryn play your character.
Passing.
I will. Okay, so besides that, the Empire is largely, it's human primary, halfling secondary, and then other races are allowed. It's not very big on elves, because elves, as we learned in Shards of Dern, say it with me everyone, elves are dicks.
Dicks.
Dicks. Yep.
They suck.
Elves suck.
Are penis.
Elves are wiener. Okay,
Holy penis.
holy
I'm
penis.
sorry,
All right.
I'm in a weird mood, guys. I
That's fine.
apologize.
That's fine. All right, so as for mood, the mood is going to be, I mean, it's going to be one of my games, guys. If you've never tuned into one of these before, you'll get a sense of it pretty quickly. The 5 of you, this is going to be one of my games. So it's going to have the same tone, might have a little bit of a slightly mystery edge to it, but for the most part, it's going to be fairly upbeat and action-oriented with a bunch of character interaction on the back burner, which is why I had you do a bunch of pre-surveys for your characters where you provided me with some NPCs, as well as a couple of extra details that will come up in play, which will be a surprise for the audience. Next, quick check on comfort level. So comfort level in games. If you are... if you're running a game for the first time, it's always a really good idea, audience, to check in with your characters and your players on comfort level and what they are interested in experiencing throughout play. Yes, and also hydrate.
Drink your waters.
Okay. So now, even though I've played with these 5 players for at least several months, if not years, at this point, it's always good to check in. So, guys, you know my rules on basically content and stuff. In my games, I think that we're here to play a narrative experience. We're here to get to the bottom of things, which means that combat can be very visceral. I usually will not force viscerality on you as a character. It is one thing if, say, Amy Leiden hits someone in the face with a mace, and I explain like, oh, all of his teeth are flying out, and like I get really into this. But I wouldn't turn that on you and say I hit you in the face, and then I disfigure you. Like I wouldn't do that without your consent, because that's your character and that's your art that you paid for, and I don't want you to like have to like scriggle on it. So
turns your character into Two-Face.
I don't want to do that makeup.
Yeah. So bullshit. Yes, you do.
Pretty fun. I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
episode.
It would be fun.
But I wouldn't want to do it weekly. Maybe like for a special event.
Okay, that's for a special one. So I won't do that. But the same way that I have absolutely no problem flirting with any of you. So any of the romance or flirty scenes in game, basically I will roleplay them to the point where it is still fun. I'm not like, we're not going to describe bedroom behavior. You know, there is a fade to black. Anything beyond like a PG-13 type of thing is just going to be a fade to black, which is a nice, and you guys can call that at any time too. If you don't want a scene to continue, you can always just say like, maybe we fade to black, or like, you know, I'm going to respect your decisions. Okay. This isn't a game about like, this is a game about all of us. So, you know, keep that in mind. And if you're ever uncomfortable with something, I want everybody to feel comfortable saying like, just that you're not. You can send me a message in chat if you don't want to do it publicly, because I do have the chat up constantly. And you can always say something like, in live action play, we use the yellow card, red card, green card system. Where if something is getting to a place that is, for example, 2 people having like a shout off, right? Like it's not quite a bar fight, but they're in each other's faces. If one person actually is really uncomfortable with that, maybe they grew up in a household where people used to get in their faces like that, and they don't appreciate that type of confrontation. They can basically say what kind of card they want to keep playing. Green is of course go, yeah, whatever. Red is stop. Period. There is no but if you opt out as a player. Like I cannot argue with you if you say no, because this is a communal experience. Okay. Yellow is kind of a yield. So okay, but usually like I'm not enjoying this, but maybe we can wrap it up is kind of the idea. Like let's just kind of, you know, I'm interested in seeing where this is going, but I'm not sure I want to play it. Right? And we can always narrate things after a scene. Well, I obviously went back up to his apartment with him, and we had some fun. And when he woke up, his purse was gone. Right? Like that type of thing. Totally. I might make you make a roll at the end of it to see if you woke him up on your way out of the house, but, you know, All right. So
Yeah, basically.
that's that. And if you have any questions or anything, like, always feel comfortable coming to me before or after game, or just send me a message, because we're all we're friends. So, like,
Wait, we're friends?
Well, not with you.
No, we're family.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, ew, gross.
Gross.
Mushy, ugh.
I know.
Feelings.
Yep. So, and then as for connections, so I'm going to have a couple of you starting kind of in smaller groups and working their way around. Christine and Amy, your characters are connected, right? So what's the connection there? The nice public one.
Well, my character works for her house.
Okay. And what do you want to do
Possibly
in that?
as
Like an advisor, like a.
Well, because I took the background house agent, right? So
Mhm.
one of the options for that was like, I wrote it down. Hold on, one sec. Where did I put it? Oh, role. Like, you had to pick a role for it. So I picked negotiation, but I mean, whatever makes sense in terms of like would keep us together if we were working or traveling together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think having gone through the survey today, I finally that was my lunch break today. I
Thank you
kind
for
of
that.
finalized a few things, a bit more about how Claudette is.
Mhm.
So I think I was looking at like, because the questions of like, well, why would you travel, etc. Like, why would you go along with us? Why would you go somewhere? So I was looking at some sort of work that would be like contract style work for military. Maybe it's going and demagicking stuff or making an area safe or that sort of thing, because she's a wizard, of course, but she's also a noble, so she doesn't really have to work.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, but she's also
She's got,
like, is she
like
the
the
heir
family
or...
money. So I figured this way it kind of can be, she's trying to have a job to get it, be independent,
Mhm.
but she doesn't have to have it. So it's not like the whole, oh, drop your job and come with us sort of thing, which for a normal person would be like, well, why the hell would they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it kind of like she's traveling and working, but she's also just exploring and having fun?
I'm having my gap
I
year.
think so.
Between college and joining the Air Force. Yeah.
Exactly.
And so I'm tagging along as like the
Bodyguard
house's support
almost.
and like I'm assisting in your negotiations, but also I guess
Also
I'm just doing
healing.
whatever. Healing.
Yeah, that too. Like, I'm good at what I do. I try and keep myself from getting hurt because I'm in my face.
It's true.
But
All right, so that's there, and then Mike and Robin, you the connection that I have between both of you is that you both work for the Empire directly.
Yeah.
Robin, your
Yeah.
character works for the Imperial Science Division, and Mike, you work for the Imperial what's the word, blacksmithery? Like, what name did we come up with that?
I don't think we have come up with a name for that.
The arsenal, the
Yeah, I guess.
Militia,
That
not
work-
militia. That's
sounds
not the
really
word I was
good.
looking for. Armory.
yeah, for the armory. So
Yeah.
those are fairly obvious connections, and I've got some cool ways to connect you, like right off the bat. You're gonna like your intro scenes. I am curious though, Talfrin,
Yeah,
how are we gonna connect you? You're the weirdo.
I know. So I don't know. Like
What kind of jobs is he willing to take? Because he does some fighting, and there are some goblin fight pits and things like that in the area.
yeah. Do you have an idea, Mike?
I
Is that you raising your hand?
That's me raising my hand. Like, I didn't want to interrupt. I have a potential idea for
Foundry, that's right.
There we go. For maybe how Talfrin and Very might be connected. I'm not sure if I put this in the survey, Kelly, but I was thinking another way that she would be probably making money is with like the we had mentioned briefly like the underground like mech fights.
Oh yeah, you're doing Robo Rumble type of stuff.
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, so she'd probably be participating.
Would
in
you
that.
fight a robot for 5 gold?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm also thinking that there's probably a lot of gambling involved in that. So maybe there's something there. I don't know. But
Maybe. Would you also take any contracts to do any bodyguard work?
We've talked about that. I initially said no, and then I
Yeah.
reconsidered to say yes.
Okay, so I
yeah.
wasn't sure about that. Okay, so that, and also I'm assuming that monster hunting and things like that, is that up his
Yeah.
alley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's a good way to put you in some immediate conflict with Ivy. Maybe is that both of you are potentially going after a similar target, and then who gets the skull type of thing, right?
Exactly.
I say wrestle for it. Now, Kith.
All right.
Kelly with his minis.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't have any minis for you guys. Although, if you want, we could go on Hero Forge and build these guys.
Oh, neat.
It'd be like $40 or something like that, and you'd have your own like perfectly painted little mini.
Oh.
We'll look
Don't
into
tempt
it.
me.
Oh, I can
Don't
make
tempt
Farah again.
I don't know that I'd be interested because I mean we just bought the merch rights to our art, but
That's true.
Hero Forge keeps the rights to your mini.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
They do keep your
They-
right.
You know, so
Hmm.
I would not be that inclined towards doing that. I'd want if we had somebody who knew how to do 3D print designing, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
But
Okay. So before we talk about doing any of the map stuff, does anybody want to talk about anything else to get their characters up and running? Anything they're excited about the campaign? Anybody want to say anything?
And I'm excited.
Yeah, just
Yay!
in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super stoked to play Veritrex. I think she's gonna be a ton of fun.
She's gonna be great.
She's gonna be
So-
32 pounds of fun. Let's be fair.
Yeah, she's gonna be 32 pounds of fun.
Ton.
She has a ridiculously floofy skirt. Oh my god. Yeah, I think she's gonna be
Actually,
a
hold
ton of fun.
on. I'll show you all real quick. Hold on.
Oh, our full art.
Yeah, here. I'll just pop it on top of the screen so everybody can see. So this is the art
it's
from
so
Reign
nice.
of Emrys.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
it's really good.
and it's just Amy's character. That's all we can see right now. There we go.
Perfect.
So
Beautiful.
there is our art, and this is the one that without the tail for Ivy,
Mhm.
because I don't have the full one. But anyway, so that is our beautiful art. Look how short she is. She's
We
so
look
short.
so badass, guys.
I'm pretty sure that
Oh.
Telfrin's taller kneeling
Yeah,
Talvin is, and I
in his
had
crouch
Yeah.
position.
well, because he's actually leaning forward, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's front frame, and then it's so good. Also,
Jerry is so small.
Claudette is second on the smallest scale.
well, there's a height.
Yeah.
She's
I have a
shorter than
height-
everybody else
Hold on,
besides.
I have a height
Barry.
chart.
You have the police lineup, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hold
Oh
on.
yeah.
So-
Game hasn't even started. We're already in a police
I love
lineup.
our outfits.
So
though.
let's see the
Yeah.
police
Oh my god, our
lineup.
outfits are
Ours did such a good
amazing.
job.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
crouching over Talfrin's 4'5",
Yeah.
and then like in
Yeah, Stan's
heels
like-
she's 3'7".
Yeah.
So like honestly, it's kind of like your sister, Mike. Like she's like 3 even without the heels.
Right.
Loses 7 inches, just like like Mario got hit by a Goomba. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
How Claudette is. I'm like, she's got like a 2-inch heel on her boot there. Like Claudette's actually
Claudette should be
like-
5'4", I think, is what she was written up as.
yeah.
So maybe this is
Which-
slightly apropos.
I have definitely been like considering reaching out to some of the friends that we have who do sewing and whatnot, and seeing if
that.
any of them would be interested in commissioning that short cape.
Honestly,
Ooh.
yeah.
Because
Ooh.
I would love something like that, but like in an actual, not like a shiny polyester sort of fabric that's all you're gonna get
Like a
online.
nice.
I want like a nice like actual fabric that's gonna
Mm.
look like a suit material almost fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of got the shirt. I did find a rough estimation of that shirt. So I need
And-
something to go over it though.
I realized I forgot that my little scarf thing was slightly different.
Yeah.
I need to get that, but
I absolutely love my outfit. I think it's so pretty. Although I need to get it, I'm not a particular fan of the crinoline that I got, so I'm gonna get a new one.
Mm.
Well, I
That's
mean, like
fair.
that's below camera, so I don't care.
Yeah, but still.
Like, this is all for you. You just want to like just be free
Doesn't
and
matter.
wild. And I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, iTwitch 3940 says that this looks like this could be the cast of an anime. I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I really want the skirt and boots that go with my outfit. Too.
Right, I love
Outfit.
my boots that
I'm looking
Yeah.
at the boots I've gotten.
Just
I'm
so
like,
that I could like,
like,
if we ever go to a convention again as Dork Tales, I can actually dress up as my character.
If we ever have
Yeah.
conventions again.
Yeah. So I need those boots. And I need that skirt.
Well,
Yeah.
Just eventually.
All right.
someday.
So
Like that's all
guys,
going to go by the wayside for a while.
you want to design an empire?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, so chat,
Wanna
I'm going to
build
move
an
into
empire?
camera 2, and the way this is going to work is that we are working on a digital copy of this while I do the normal copy of it, and if I get quiet at any point, it's because my mic's all the way over here, and I'm going to be kind of shouting over my shoulder. So, ready?
That makes
3,
sense.
2,
Right.
1, boom. All right, so over here, we have, for one, I love it. All right, cool. So we have the Emrysian Empire. All right, so this is Emrys. Got cut off a tiny bit. There's like an extra island over there. But tonight we are using a special map generating PDF that I came up with a while ago based off of a post using random dice generation. Let me see if I can put this on the screen real quick. So what's going to happen is I'm going to roll a bunch of dice, and then we are going to determine the outcomes and adjust the map. I did another stream kind of like this a little while ago, but that was before I couldn't find this copy of my generator beforehand, so we had to kind of wing it. And no, we should move like this. There we go. All right, so no, we increase the size. There we go. Boom. All right, so basically you got D20 does a little bit of everything. D12 is a slightly more narrow version, and basically like each dice type has a narrow version. You can only get main cities off of a D20. You can only get large cities and smaller off a D12, and so on. D6 has a bunch of stuff, and once you're down into the D6, it only is doing geographical features. Then we have some cool stuff over here that I revised, where starting with a D4, a D4 is bad stuff. Starts off with monster nests and lairs, all the way up to strange events and plot hooks that we will develop on the fly. Okay, D percentiles have basically landmarks. Okay, everything from recent ruins and ghost towns to ancient magical ruins. And then I've got a bunch of gems that I'm going to toss in as well. Purple is culturally, politically important. Blue is magical relic, resources, fuel, etc. Red is conflict, resource shortage, or war. Gold is a wealthy region or a seat of power. Black is a magic conflict, skirmish, or danger. So if red is physical, black is magical. Okay? And then finally, I have a bunch of special things down here. So I have a bunch of tokens that I bought from a game store when they were just liquidating a bunch of stuff. So things like, well, this boat that I'm holding in my hand, for example. This boat denotes a waterway. A sorry token is population. Actually, we're not going to do a sorry token because I couldn't find my sorry tokens. But I've got red and white houses. And then snowflakes because we're millennials. Ooh. I'm holding it up and it's in front of the damn screen. Whoop, there we go. All right, so this is what we're going to use to be creating this land. And what I want to know is, as we go into this, I've got 12 of each die type set aside. How many should go in the bucket at a time? What do you think? Because my bucket is this cup. Like I've got a roll.
Oh, just to fill up the cup.
Just fill the cup.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Fill her up,
All right, I
man.
apologize for this noise in advance, guys.
Yeah, it's like.
Oi.
Oh, I might be able to. Okay, so we're gonna have to do 2 runs. We're gonna have to do a run of the normal dice and a run of the special weird tokens. Okay. All right, and hell, I'll even include the extra life dice. Why not? Okay. Okay, so
That
here-
thing rolls so low for me
It's-
every
yeah.
time.
All right. So, where should I touch down, guys? Where should be contact zone? Should it be here? Or should I just kind of do one of these?
Just
Ground, yeah.
everywhere.
Give it a
Yeah.
sprinkle everywhere.
There you go.
And anything that rolls off the map. What? Okay. All right. So, guys, we are going to, let's just spread these out a tiny bit more without knocking them over. And then these are in the water, so I don't care about them. So, let's throw that there.
Underwater temple, anyone?
Ooh.
Okay. So,
You gotta have one underwater level, like Mario.
No, the underwater levels always suck.
yeah, they really do.
Oh,
I know, but you gotta go through the pain. Because then you
let's-
appreciate the land again.
Like the water temple in Ocarina of Time, that sucked.
Oh, it
That's true,
does.
that did suck.
It does.
Okay.
Like
suck.
that. I should do that at some point.
I should replay it again.
All right, so that
Except
seems
for the
pretty
3DS.
spread out. All right, so you guys all have a copy of that list. And ooh, somebody's having a freeze. Well, that's too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start off with the D20s. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and figure out all the damn D20s. And here's an extra D4. Let's just throw that in. Oh God, that's awful. Let's move that over here. So, guys, we're just mostly going to have fun with this and figure out what we're doing with life. All right, so D20s. Let's go ahead and look. What's a city or higher?
That was.
Large cities 18, 19, capitals
Yeah.
20.
Okay, let's see if we have any of those because.
It's one.
You know what? I'm gonna say that this is probably where Emrys is, like the actual seat of the country, because that's where the extra life dice ended up.
Wow.
All right.
So I'm gonna put a big star here that only I can see, but that's fine. Okay, so what is 15 on a D20?
That's.
15 is
Farm, village,
farms,
town.
village, town. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will just put a T for town. What's a 14?
Desert, tundra,
Desert,
badlands.
tundra, badlands.
You got this.
Okay, 17.
Farm,
Farm,
village,
village,
town.
town.
Okay, 11.
Mountains, hills.
Okay, and you guys are welcome to adjust the map accordingly. So feel free to add stuff on the Roll20 version of this. Okay, what's a 13?
Desert, tundra, badlands.
So middle would be tundra, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes
Okay,
tons
so
of
this
sense.
is a colder coast. All right, that's interesting. What's a 9?
Mountain, hill.
Okay, we have an underwater mountain way that kind of connects the coast and kind of blocks some stuff off. Okay, then we've got, let's see. What is is that all the D20s? What's a 6?
Forest.
Okay. I think that's almost all the D20s.
Okay.
Cool. All right, dropping down to D12. Oh, there's an 11. My bad. What's 11?
Hills? Hills.
Okay, cool. Now let's go to D12. What's an 11?
Farm, village, town.
Okay. Oh, what was an 11 on a D20 again? I missed a D20.
Mountains,
Oh,
hills.
hills. Yeah, mountains,
Oh,
hills.
really? That's great. Just connects to the other mountain. All right, that's easy. What is a... What are 6s? Because I've got a bunch of 6s and 7s on D12s.
6s are forest, woods, jungle. So that's a 4 to 6 range, and the 7 to 8 range is mountain hills.
And a 12 is a town or
Large city, fortress.
There's a city or port right there, and then we've got another forest there. D12. So you got a 9 and a 10.
Desert and tundra, respectively.
Okay. Okay.
Well, see, that one doesn't work to that stat quite the same because 9 and
Yeah.
10.
Oh
There's
yeah.
3 options there, right?
Yeah.
Desert
Yeah.
tundra
It's the same for 9
badlands.
to 11 on
Yeah.
D20. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's kind of whichever one was best.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
based on situation more than anything.
Yeah.
So we'll just say that this is the cold side.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Chile.
other D12. So I've got a 2. So that's just plains, right?
Yeah.
Plains,
Yeah.
fields, steppes.
Okay. And I think that's most of the and a 3, which is also plains. All right. So let's go down to D10s. What's a 10?
Farm, village, town.
Okay. What's a 1?
Plains, fields.
Okay. What's a... Okay. So we've got a town. We've got... What's an 8?
Mountain hills.
Oh, where are we?
Mountain hills or desert tundra badlands.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
8
It-
is on 2 options there.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I threw that together in a hurry today.
Oh,
What's
gotcha.
a 3?
Oh, Florida.
Plains,
Yes.
fields, steppes.
Okay, what's a 5?
Forest, woods, jungle.
Okay. And then a 10 was a...
Farm, village.
Farm,
Village,
village,
town.
town.
Okay. And then... okay. Boop, boop, boop. 4 is forest again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 7?
Mountains, hills.
This whole damn island is just a big mountain. Okay, we're going through this. Boop, 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 boop.
With some plains interspersed. Plains or fields.
What's a 4?
Forest, woods, jungle.
Okay, what's a 6?
Forest, woods, jungle.
Oh, there's no like bogs as an option. There should be bogs somewhere.
Oh, I think I had swamps on my other option, but
Oh.
10 is a 10.
I mean, like, this is random gen. We can always
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
look
we
at it
can always
afterwards.
add.
And
What's
Yeah.
a 7?
mountains, hills. So we can always adjust this later
Yeah.
to be
Okay, 3
a bit more
is
diverse or interesting.
plains. That's a town. Okay, that's most. What's a 7 on the D12 chart?
D12,
Mountains, hills.
mountains, hills. Yeah.
So many mountains and
So
hills.
many mountains.
Yeah, well, can you tell we live in the Pacific Northwest? I've got a lot of mountains going on. Okay, let's go down to D8s. So, plains, tundra, and then, what's a 6?
Mountains, hills.
Hills.
What's an
So
8?
many
Yeah.
mountains.
Farm, village, town.
Okay. I'm just cutting that down. I'm gonna reroll some of the mountains that we roll, I think. And just see what's
There's
a
so
6?
many.
6?
Mountains, hills.
Yeah.
It's just all mountains.
Okay,
That's
there we
all.
go.
Well, I mean, it's
There we go.
mountains, hills, right? So it could be very gentle rolling hills in a lot of these places that
Yeah,
lead up
nice
to a
little
few steep
countries.
mountains.
The dome of Count Mount Doom Von Doom.
Exactly.
It's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a town
The occasional
there.
low hill.
Actually, make that
And I mean, some areas you could call hilly, but who designated them hills? Was it halflings? knows?
Oh.
True.
Okay, all right. So, guys, and what's a 7?
On a D8,
Yeah.
desert, tundra, badlands.
Okay. I love it when that syncs up. And then a 4 is forest.
Yeah.
Or wooded area. Okay, so we're almost done with D8s. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. D6s. What's 1 and 2 are forest, right? What's 3?
No,
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 1 and 2
plains.
are plains and fields. 3 and 4 are forests and woods. And then 5 to 6 are mountains, hills.
Mountains, hills, mountains, hills.
Mountains.
Mountains.
We've got rocks and rocks and rocks. And
Rocks
What's a
and
four?
trees
And
and
rocks.
trees and rocks.
Not as
Forest,
many
woods,
trees
forest.
though. Well, I guess there could be trees. There are trees.
You get a mountain. You get a mountain.
Yeah,
You get
I mean, a
oh
lot
my
of
god,
mountains have
everyone
trees
gets
on
their
them.
own mountain.
Depending
Yeah,
on how
that's
tall
true.
they are, yeah.
Yay.
Okay,
I
so
love
that
having
was
them.
really easy to finish this one out. So boom, and
Yep.
then. Oh, hey, good. There's actually some forest on the damn frozen island. Okay,
Yay.
now we're gonna get into the fun ones, guys. So
Yay.
let's go through the list of D4, please.
Okay.
All right. So, what's a 4?
Strange
Strange
event
event
plot
plot
hook.
Okay, one more time.
All together now. Strange event plot hook.
Yep.
Okay, strange event plot hook.
Yeah.
Yep.
What should the symbol for that be? You know what? I'm gonna use this orange highlighter.
Yeah.
I feel like a question mark, kind of.
Yeah,
Say that
question
too.
mark would be
Yeah,
good.
Question mark?
Study.
What?
Okay, that's 4.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other 4s do we have? Okay. Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4.
Lots of plot
dear.
hooks for us.
Lots of plot
What's,
hooks. Or strange events.
Yeah, true.
Strange events.
What's 2?
What's a what?
Bandits,
Bandits
raiders,
and
pirates.
We're all so eager.
All right, you know what?
I wanna
That
be
one's
first.
right outside the capital. I don't know if that's a smart idea. So let's.
We'll switch it to natural danger then, maybe. That's a 3. So, like, I
I'll
mean,
just
natural
do
danger
this,
would
right?
be. Natural danger could be a swamp
Yeah.
or a cliff or
Yeah. a
a
bog.
bog or.
Okay, so
Okay.
natural danger. What I will just do is I will put 2 X's.
Okay.
Okay,
Just don't do 3 X's, then it means something else.
I put 4 X's. That
Okay.
means that Xander Cage's return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That means it's Karask.
So
Gosh.
Yeah, that's bad. What's a 3?
Natural danger.
Well, that was natural danger.
Or natural danger.
What
Natural
was 2 then?
Well, that was
Bandits,
Bandits, Raiders,
Raiders,
Pirates.
Oh, for...
But you
Okay.
didn't want that, so we
You
flipped.
didn't want that, so we switched it.
Okay, so we're gonna adjust that then. Natural danger is going to be a square.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a lot of bandit pockets around here.
You know what? We can
Oh.
see that.
Guess we're gonna have to go make some people explode.
And then 3 was a.
Guess so.
Natural danger. Danger.
Okay.
High voltage.
No monsters yet? No.
If we have railroads and all that, someone's obviously doing train heists. Like
I know, right? I
It's
want
true.
this.
Train
I want
heist,
this.
train heist, train heist.
Well, they
Okay.
didn't do that.
We
in
always
Sac-
need a train heist.
You're gonna be
Always.
the one heisted though.
Oh no.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. Now it's a
Oh.
class war, baby.
But I'll just make them explode before they heist me.
I don't think you understand the way this game's gonna work.
Yeah,
It
we're
is
not gonna be
you,
that
the
lucky.
one who will explode. Okay.
No.
possibly.
Maybe
Oh.
next time.
And then
Can I take a rain check on the explosion?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I
You
tried.
tried. Yeah.
I tried.
You
go
did.
with that. All right, percentile chart, guys. Ooh, and then
Did
one,
we not get a single one on the D4s?
a single one?
No layers.
Did we?
Yeah, we
No
got one
monster
right here.
D4s.
Oh.
Right
there
here
it
on
is.
this
Monsters
tiny island off the coast of buttfuck nowhere.
Monster lair.
Then
Awesome.
Monster!
I mean, that
Oh,
feels
I
pretty
want to
like
go there. I wanna go
legitimate.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
random island.
Entire island. Yeah.
Random-
All right.
That's actually its name, Random Island. Okay. Okay, so let's go through the percentile chart, guys. What is an
Sure.
80?
80? Wizard,
Wizard
Tower.
Tower.
Wizard Tower.
Or
School,
etc.
etc.
Cool.
It could be where I went to school.
Ooh.
This is Durmstrang, if there ever was a Durmstrang right over here. Okay.
Oh, it is too.
Okay, we got no more 80s. So, oh, actually, hold on. There's another monster over here.
Ooh.
Ah.
Wizard Tower. It's Edagon's Tower 2.0.
Nah, it's the guy
Or
with the
Edagon's
thing,
Tower
probably.
Beta.
Beta.
Betamax. All right, what's 40?
Ooh,
Planar
Planar
Rift.
Rift.
Planar Rift invasion site.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Means we're gonna get exploded.
Probably.
Means,
I think all of these mean we're getting exploded.
Boom.
I mean, this sounds about right.
Yeah, that's pretty par for the course.
Yeah.
It's a high probability.
Okay, got
High
it ripped right
probability
outside
of
the capital, that's a
explosions.
thing.
That's wild.
All
Would
right.
they turn like power from it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm.
All right. What's 100?
Ancient magical
ruins. All together, kids.
Yeah, right?
Ancient magical ruins. What's a 60?
Adjacent lands are blessed.
So which lands? I guess like.
Hashtag blessed.
So which direction are they blessed? So it kind of was like right here. So adjacent lands. So that would be, where is is it just like right along here?
I guess where the number was pointing towards.
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah, so probably right here. Okay. Okay, so that's Luce right there. Cool. 'Cause I already know what things are called. I just didn't know where they were. All right, what's 50?
Adjacent lands are cursed.
Okay, so the numbers technically, well, that technically points towards the rift on the capital. So we'll say,
Oh, shit.
we'll say the waterway.
Oh,
So cursed waterway right through here.
sounds fun.
Can I get, what was 10?
Recent ruins or a ghost town.
Dead town.
Ooh.
Okay, can I get a 90?
Old/ancient civilization.
So old people.
Not to be confused with the senior home.
Okay, so we've got a pretty happening map at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of have a sense of the way things work, right? So also keep your eyes on the chat and see if they suggest anything interesting as well, because we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and create something weird. So let's throw in some waterways.
Woo.
Okay, let's throw in some way stations and factories. Okay, how many way stations should there be on this continent? Way stations would also be like train yards. 5?
Oh.
Number, give it
How many
count.
large cities are there?
Yeah.
Honestly, not very many at the moment. There should be quite a few more.
Yeah.
So,
I think we should probably have like a train yard per large city.
we'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Why don't we do this then? Why don't we add? So we've got towns and villages.
Hmm.
Okay. And then should I use a dice type for the cities, or should I use that there are 5 large cities and some smaller cities? So let's. How many large cities are there on a continent that is roughly the size of? I mean, this is bigger than Europe. Or the size of Europe at least. So
7
Like, yeah, like 6 or 7.
big cities. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Relatively
So
reasonable.
Yeah, that's bigger than I thought it was actually.
Yeah. If you think of like Canada, there's like
okay.
6 or
How
7
many
major
small
cities.
Probably. I don't know, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal. I can give you, as far as big cities, I can give you 5 because that's all the red houses I could find.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So let's go ahead and got a bunch of white ones. And do I have anything else? I mean, I could throw some skulls in. I forgot to say what the skulls were good for. Temples?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Temples.
Yeah.
All right.
Burial sites.
I'll leave them out for now. And then what was black on there?
Magic, conflict, skirmish, danger.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, so I think that's probably it. So hold on one sec. Set up some bounding boxes for these. This is about to get messy. ready? Here we go.
Jasmine was suggesting that skulls are ancient battlegrounds.
Ooh, ancient battlegrounds. Give me 1 sec. I'll throw those back out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so-
that sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
Especially like
Alright.
conquering territories, kind of maybe. Like.
Oh yeah, conquered lands.
Yeah.
That's a great way. So that means that out of this, say that this is how many countries, and let's say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries.
At least, yeah.
One per major city.
Yeah, that sounds.
That would
good.
make sense.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the deal. We're gonna roll these, and everywhere with I'm gonna throw 10 of these out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna throw 10 of these out here, and everyone that, if it is not on a landmass, so any of the small land masses, so I'll have to move a couple of these books. If it doesn't land on it, then it's not conquered yet.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I like that.
Okay, so
Okay.
Warlow's kind of works. Okay. All right. Okay, maybe I'll do this again with more of these. Because I don't have like a pool, I don't have like a bumper pool table. Okay. And basically, I'll just
So so Dork Tales needs to buy a pool table just to do map making.
This is really
I mean,
true. Okay. And...
alternately a drafting table.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is. This is not. Okay, that is not, which is weird.
Ooh.
And that is okay. So let's go ahead and look at this. So we got a city here. We've got a city here. This is just kind of. Now here you have a city. Congrats. Okay, so the Badlands would be a shitty place to have that city. So that's a small town. This is probably a trading post right there. Okay, then we will just move this one across the water. We will have one right there. We will have a major city right there. And we will have a major city, yes, like an island nation or something. Okay, gee look! A waterway in the ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
Ew,
Wow.
don't say.
Wow.
Crazy.
I mean, maybe that's one of the main routes because like the water around it is particularly choppy and like nebulous.
True. Well, where are all those mountains? Where are all those mountains? So we got some mountains here. Okay, so they drain down there. That mountain kind of goes this way. This mountain kind of goes that way too. And then probably like through there.
Mm-hmm.
I should.
Oh yeah, Chat's pointing out, yeah, like strong currents, underwater rivers and such. So like maybe that particular spot like is particularly
Well, almost like like an undertow,
Or-
how they kind of
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I always forget about waterways. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, then we got kind of like a delta situation over here.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a Tylenol for my ankle because it's really kind of sore.
Okay, stop hurting yourself, dummy.
I'm klutzy, okay?
You're like an animal.
Save that
Forbidden.
for in game.
Forbidden.
Okay, so now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go through and start naming these towns as we go to them. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a list of 101 small town names that I'm using from dndspeak.com, which I love their generators so much. So small village names. So why don't we go ahead and start? So this area is very cold. Say like this is maybe not the north side of things. This is actually more like northeastern, but it's very cold. So I'm just going to put a check mark next to the conquered countries. So this was some country, this was some country. There is nothing here, so I'm going to put a check here, and a no here, and a no here. Okay, so that's conquered. Okay, so if we're thinking of something that I'm thinking, this is kind of like a Russian type of like vibe, like Russian Eastern Europe type of vibe. So let's think of some names right here. So some that I've got right off the top, I've got Durlam, Flemir, I've got Hereford, I've got Kalkach, I've got Aston, I've got Zanamird, I've got, and thank you very much, chat, for providing these. All of you on our Discord put a bunch of these names out. So I've got Zetrovia.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, the throw.
That's a good one.
Did you go to
I
school
also-
near Zetrovia, Christine?
Sure.
I also really like Xanamir or whatever it was.
I really liked Ereford.
That one too. That one jumped out at me.
Okay, so what is this free country right here that hasn't been conquered yet?
Hmm.
Is that Xanamir? Or not Xanamir? Yeah.
How do you spell that? Zetrovia?
XET Rovia. Rovia.
Okay.
Okay.
I
so-
am attempting, as this is a more intellectual character, to freaking well take notes. Which I need a notebook for this character too.
Okay, so Xanamir is right here, and it is an unconquered country. Boom. Okay.
Ooh.
Next, we don't have a single place that... We have a couple towns. So what is this little crappy town in this tundra? What's it called? Is it called... someone roll me D percentiles. Or check the chat and see if they have a good idea always.
Yeah, chat, join us.
Elkhorn.
Talk,
Boar's
talk,
Rest.
talk.
Boar's Rest.
Do you want Boar's Rest?
That.
I rolled an 86 if that helps anything.
Oh, I was gonna say 94. Yeah.
90.
So
Woodchurch?
if we do want the chat's input, we do have to wait for them to catch
We
up. 'cause it
do.
is
Yeah.
Yeah,
loud.
it's a bit.
Vermheim?
Vermheim?
That makes me think of a very vermin-y place.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that also
Save
sounds
Vermheim
very
for
I
later.
mean, in
Little-
the middle of nowhere, icy
Yeah.
little town, it might be.
Is it Vermheim? Or is it Boar's Rest?
I really
I
like
kind of like Boar's Rest, honestly.
Boar's Rest. I kinda,
Yeah. Yeah. I like that
Vermheim
too.
sounds like a district.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Vermheim
Okay,
district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is... That's common.
Boar's Rest feels like something that a small town would come up with to name themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Kinda
Yeah,
like
there's a
an
lot of
insert
wild
name.
boar in that area.
Okay.
Well,
It
there's a lot
sounds
of
like a
wild
town in
boar there, and
Skyrim.
it's like a watering hole kind of for them, where
All
they
right,
like conquer.
Italian mountain
It's like a
town.
hogshead.
Aldere, Aldre, Astaria. Oh no, actually, Astaria is going to be a country in Argeny. My bad. Let's see. Ventruvia. What do you guys got?
Chat has offered Stelvio,
Ooh, I like Stelvio.
Torbani.
Stelvio.
The Alfa Romeo Stelvio.
Stelvio.
That's the name of Alfa Romeo's SUV.
Okay.
Oh.
I call it the
Well-
Steve.
I could call it Stelvia, and then we're out of copyright issue.
That's fair. Yeah.
Or Stelvier.
Oh, apparently Stelvio is a real place.
Oh, cool.
We can go
Stelvier?
we can go Stelvio, Stelvier, or Stelvius.
I really like Stelvier.
Stelvio?
Yeah. Stelvio.
Stelvio?
There, I put an E at the end of it. Now it's pretentious. Okay. So we got a major city over here, guys. Major city right across from this waterway. I am going to suggest... Ooh, Malaxion.
Whoa.
Poof.
That sounds badass.
Sounds really badass. Yeah.
Sounds like
Can my character be from Malaxion?
You're not cool enough.
Oh.
Oh.
Malaise and chillax in my head with that.
Malax,
Chillaxia?
guys.
Chillaxia.
Alright,
Well, because that's a
Malaxia,
thing from
folks.
Pathfinder, dude. You remember. Okay.
I don't
Telsvani, Torbani. Torbani's a good name for a town. Alathian. I'm gonna say Torbani is right here. Okay. And then
Lashovec? Is
What's
that
that?
how you say it? I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you...
Solakivik?
Solakivik.
I think it's Solakivik. Kind of like Reykjavik.
Yeah.
So let's I'm going to not pay attention to how she spelled it, and I'm going to put it right here.
I like it. That's great.
Sol. You know, she's just naming it after herself too.
Oh.
Thanks, Sol.
No, that was Riggs.
Oh, was that Riggs who said that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Sol saying it, and I was like, Sol. I was gonna give it to her, but I'm still gonna give it to her. So spell it for me. Sola. Don't spell it like it's spelled there. Spell it with your heart. Sola.
Solak.
So would that be a K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Say
K-E-V?
Solachivik. Solachivik.
Is it Kavik or Kavik?
Kavik.
Kavik.
Does it end with a K or with a C?
I don't know.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, Solakivik. All right, so that is the major city located on the tip of this conquered nation.
Cool.
Boop. All right, which is only conquered in the north. So I need a major city name to go on the side that is basically like the Russian Irish. Devsnora. Defensora. Devsnora. I actually like if I take so Moonchild is a good one there. If we smash some of the letters together, we can call it Defsnora. Sounds kind of good. Or Defensora. I feel like it needs to be a little shorter than that. Desnora? Defsnora?
Desna?
No, that's a god in Pathfinder.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
is. Yeah.
So
Never mind.
Fensora. Devs.
Denesa?
I'm gonna go onto the Discord as well and look up some
Think a little
names.
more Russian. Think a little more Devsnora. Devsnora. I like it. So change it to a V and you got it.
Devsnora.
Devsnora. Nice.
Devsnora.
Good one.
Devsnora, and that is basically like right there. Major population center. Okay, so that's conquered. I'm gonna put a check mark. That's conquered. And basically, we're gonna have to divide that these were all countries at one point. And
Mhm.
Christine, if you ever get up in the next few minutes, can you bring me some highlighters?
Yeah, sure. What do you mean bring you some highlighters? They're all in that room with you.
I know, but they're on the other. I can't reach them.
They're-
You guys have no idea how awful this room is right now.
Okay, well, I needed to get up, so
You're my hero.
one
Okay.
sec. Let me just
Small
read
town name on the coast down here.
here.
Let's think of a coastal name.
What kind of theme we looking for here?
Coastal.
Nakarada Cove.
What was that?
Nikorota Cove.
Nikarada.
Nikorota Cove. I'm just looking at
They're
the.
in the closet right there.
Something cove, something port.
Oh, those bins.
Yeah,
Oh.
all the
Oh.
supply
One sec.
bins from the other room.
One sec. I got this. Oh.
There should be. Don't knock them off because they're sets of 3 bins, so you can always not exactly heavy.
Okay, I got them.
Okay, you're good.
I'm good-ish.
Ooh, not Tilly Ford.
There's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was all our extra supplies.
Okay. I'm back.
Um,
We're in the process of rebuilding Christine's office to be a streaming station. And so there is like 4 feet of stuff on this windowsill. It's awful.
Oh.
It's awful.
I'm gonna I have to get up, so I'll be back in like a minute or 2, okay?
Okay, sure. Okay, so countries. So we're kind of go like that was a country at one point. This is a country. Where's the skulls? So that, which kind of implies that. All right, I'm feeling this. This is kind of taking shape, and we'll clean it up later.
Looks
Ooh,
good.
Yeah.
Shilvy's Point. That's a good name for a coastal
What is
town.
it?
But that's neat.
Shilvy's Point. Shilvy's, yeah. Shilvy's.
Can be.
I like that
Shilvy's
more than the
Point.
one that I came up with.
Let's change. Let's drop it down, or let's lean a little harder on Latinate consonants. So like Sylvie's Point.
Sylvie's, yeah.
Okay, Sylvie's Point's right there, and then I've got a town in the Badlands. So I need a name for a town that sucks.
Goat.
That name sucks, so that's good. Oh, Cleveland. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's
Detroit.
I was just gonna say
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, just call it Goat.
Guys, roll me D100. Roll me D100.
15.
Portobello. Portobello.
That's a mushroom.
No, that's Portobello. This is Portobello. Funglicio. Scum. Cranog.
Just straight up scum.
Scum.
city
I'm
of
just
Scum.
scum.
SKUM.
Okay, so...
2 M's. 2 M's.
Two
Scum.
M's. Scum.
Scum.
Hintervale.
It's scum,
Hintervale.
but everyone
That
says
sounds
scum.
way too pretentious for it to be a scummy town.
It's
Okay.
scum.
Yeah, I
but
like
everyone says
Tinkerbell.
scum.
Okay, so...
It has the U with the umlauts on it.
there's
So
a
it's
Oh my
like-
God.
right there.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm
yeah,
also
yeah.
going to put... Alright, so this is going to be Eldare. Because I'm
I
just
do
gonna-
think Scoom should be on the map somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
SK.
like the
umlauts,
worst.
2
town.
I put
M's.
umlauts. I put umlauts. There. You guys can see
Good.
them.
Nice.
And it's in the Badlands right here. It
There
is
we go.
very
Yeah,
scoomy.
Scoom.
Scum.
And yeah, and everyone just refers to it as scum.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What did I miss?
Oh, sorry. You were peeing, and then we scummed everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got ice cream too.
we named a
Oh,
town in
nice.
the Badlands
I
Scoom,
have to walk by the fridge to come to my seat. So
but everyone calls it scum
Okay, so
because it's
Alright.
a pile of trash.
The pit of scum. That's good. There's
so
a
we
pit of
got another
Is that
town
Emrys'
right through
armpit?
here.
Okay.
So let's see. The pit of Scoom. It's a hive of villainy. So I am going to call you. I'm going to call you. Bele? Beal?
Ballin?
Ballet?
Whoa, hold on, Caitlin. What?
Oh, I said ballet.
Okay, small town named Bele right there. All right. And then we have a little town that is just to the south of the capital in the forest region near the rift. This is
What
going
kind
to be,
of vibe do you want for that?
I'm thinking working town.
Okay. So not too pretentious sounding, but
No, I think just like they live here, they work here. If you guys are checking any generators, check like Latin and Greek name generators.
Okay.
Those are good. So Paley.
Vetsa?
Was that?
Vetsa?
Vetsa? That's not bad. What else you got? Vetsa?
Vavale?
Vavale. Okay.
There's
Vetsa. Vetsta.
Coral.
Okay, keep coming. We're gonna
I'm
hit
just
it.
looking at we're gonna get it. I just looking at the Discord.
I've already got all the Discord ones written down.
Oh, cool.
So, Crucible's not
Mirestone?
bad. What was that?
Mirestone?
Mirestone?
Yeah.
M-I-R Stone?
That's true. Do you guys want to go with that, or do you want to go with Crucible since it's right next to the Foundry?
I mean, that's great.
Ooh,
Yeah, that sounds
that's
pretty
a
cool.
cool one.
All right,
Mhm.
so that's a James original right there. There you go, bud.
Nice.
Talk about going to the Crucible.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
kind of town. Oh, you know what? You know what? Prison colony.
Ah,
That's a prison that you get sent
Gotcha.
to work the rift.
cool.
I would do it.
That's cool.
Okay, so I need to know
That's a
where,
potential little few episodes
where
there.
are you guys from? So you're not from the capital. You're not from Emrys proper. You were supposed to be from one of the outlying areas. So I feel like if you're looking at this map and you're like, okay, this is the inlet. This is basically Rome right here. Okay. So if you were trying to be in like Tuscany or Milan, where would that be? It would be like Malaxian is kind of good. Also, so is kind of like this general area. This has not been named yet. down here, which is just a short trip from the capital, which could also be kind of bumped down here-ish.
I like. There's a name in the chat, Kalstol, which looks pretty cool, or Kalstol. I like how that looks.
Let's put that.
That seems like a decent sized town or city. Or small city.
Yeah, Calstol, yeah.
Okay, I've got Calswell up.
Cool.
All right. So let's start the game off here, or should it be? I mean, Scoom's right there. We'll adjust this as we go, but yeah, I feel like kind of along the Cursed Coast. But maybe I should move the Cursed Coast over here so that it's along this magical plot device.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, so this is over here. So I need to find a name for this, and I need this to be a Latinate name. So a couple of ideas. Actually, I had the name that I wanted to use for this. Where the hell is it? I have so many notes. Oh, this is where all my... so I was going to start you guys off in Duchesne. Or potentially Gloire, or Econdis, or Silfsheim, which doesn't sound very good. I don't like that one. I kind of like Duchesne as kind of like the Chicago of this country. What do you guys think?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Like, hey, Duchesne.
You're a Duchesne.
What I want to be.
It's true. Okay, so then let us start connecting stuff. So let's start doing some railways. Guys, guide my hands. Duchesne has a lightning rail that goes up around the rift and into town. Okay, that means that there is one that goes up around here, bypasses the mountain and goes down to Stevide. And then there's probably one that goes over here to this small town next to this holy site. And then there's definitely one that goes to Malaxian. And then there is one that would go to Aldare. And then Hintervale's too small. But there's probably one that goes to Calstol, because that bypasses hills. And then I feel that there's some more stuff down here, which... So that's Cordist right there, which means that I need a name for a small city right about here. So let's think of something, let's see, Xavier, Vale, Calsthol, we already used that, Belvale, Elsewhere. I like Elsewhere, that's pretty good. I had one on this list called, what was it? It was, let's see, Drazelforge, Tirtanel, Talnash.
Isn't Elsewhere from Skyrim?
Yes, I also had Westever. Westever or Westvar. So let's come up with another name. So another small middle-ish town. So the furthest west large town on the expansionist front.
Tarraco?
Spell that for me.
Tarraco.
Tarraco or Tarracnel?
Tarracnel's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gotta have the L's in there.
Is it on the coast?
It is near a coast.
Is it on the coast?
No, not technically.
No, okay. I was gonna say because you go Tarak Mayor for kind of sea.
No, I think it's kind of just like a holding city right here. So that means that Oldore just shifts down to there. So we've got the rail, we've got the countries. So, and then what else do we need here, guys? Oh yeah, we need some bullshit.
Uh-oh. I'll say industrial sites. Like, did you put factories on there?
I haven't rolled them yet.
Yeah.
All
We
right,
haven't
guys.
done
So, how many of these do we have? Let's go through the list of color tokens. And of course, we will add stuff later on. This is not a definitive list. So, let's see. Special alchemy dice. Done. How many black tokens? Black tokens being the magic conflict danger region. 5?
Maybe
That size?
Okay. Blue is magic relic resource fuel, etc.
I'd say more for that.
Yeah. If they're so heavily reliant on it.
We'll say 7 of those.
Because
Okay.
it could be even undiscovered. Like, that could be, like, end up in some of the unconquered countries, and that'd be the reason why they may want to conquer them.
Green. I actually don't have green listed here. Huh. That's weird. Okay. I'll just not put green in then. Okay, so red is active physical conflict. Let's have 7 of those.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we've got gold, which is a
Wealthy.
Power and wealthy regions, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put 3 of these in here because that's all I can find at the moment. And then
Don't have
purple.
too many seats of power anyway.
I'm gonna throw in every single one of these snowflakes. I'm gonna throw in every single one of these little frickin' purple things.
Oh, in the millennials.
You get a
Dude.
snowflake. You get a snowflake.
I
Okay,
want
boomer.
my loans forgiven.
Right.
Give me my student loans, Mr. Biden. Or at least most of them, because I owe a lot of money. But I'm so educated.
I just want my car loan forgiven.
I want my student loans. That'd be nice.
I don't have student loans.
All right.
That's nice.
So I'm gonna throw in 2 more major cities and 2 more small cities into this. And all right.
All the things.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Well-
that didn't hit the table.
I mean, it hit a portion of it.
Oh man.
Most of that's on the floor, I bet.
Better not let Charlie in there for a while, I think.
Yeah. All right, let's do this again.
Tried to be cool and then just made a
It was
mess.
still pretty cool, Robin. Shut up. Robin's starting at level 1. Everyone else is starting at level 2.
Ah, get wrecked.
Oh,
It's all
you've been
about-
demoted.
It's all about the form. It's not about the outcome. It's about the form, man.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And this isn't even my final form. Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
How much paperwork is there for this game?
Oh God, you guys have no idea.
I signed
seriously.
everything already.
Okay. Oh yeah. You know what? I'll just do this. I'll sprinkle it like a dewdrop fairy. There we go. There we go. And,
10 out of 10.
and that
Can
side of the
I
map.
have my level back?
You can have half a level back.
Okay,
No,
cool.
You go back down another full level.
Oh, so
Your
now
level
it's
is
0.
You get half your level rounded up.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we have here, guys.
There's a lot of blue in
That-
that
yeah.
central area, it looks like.
I just basically salt bathed this
Yeah.
entire thing. So let's see.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna mark conflict zones are just gonna be a nice simple conflict. Oh, hey, there's actually a city here now.
Woo!
Okay, so conflict.
Do we have the
Ooh.
capital
uh,
yet?
Yeah,
Sorry?
we do.
Okay, I didn't know if we got the capital yet.
Okay, so that's over there. Okay, other conflicts. Oh, ooh, civil wars are fun. Okay. Okay. And I don't actually like that there, so I'll cheat.
It's not cheating. You're the DM. There's no such thing as
there
cheating.
should be a town at the central junction here.
Probably.
Yeah.
There should be something along here.
Like just like even like a
rail yard or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was blue?
Blue?
Magical
Blue is magic
relics,
relical
fuel.
resources.
Yeah.
Fuels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will just go. I just kind of like scribble.
Sound like my rabbit when you scribble.
Very good.
I try.
Well, at least you don't fling your poops all over the living room.
Not over your living room, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, not that you know of anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in my house.
So,
That's
okay.
why he's no longer invited to your house, right, Mike?
Okay. So
Don't answer that.
no, it's a little thing called COVID, you clod. All
That's
right.
what you always
geez.
say.
He is Claude.
Oh,
Yeah.
My name is
jeez.
Robin, not Claude.
No, I think it's okay. So black is a hostile zone.
Yeah.
So right here, right now, hey?
It's a magic
I'm
conflict.
feeling
danger.
what is the
But it's magical.
okay? What is the symbol for a magical problem
Um,
that I can draw in less than like a minute? Because I have like
That's-
6 of these I have to draw.
A wand with like the no sign through it.
and or like an X with a circle with an X
yeah.
through it. Like
I've already got that. Let's do a.
really? Oh, okay.
Asterix?
Already got an asterisk. Oh, I mean, it
A
could.
star?
Like an actual, yeah.
No. That'd be like special things.
No, you know what? I can actually do
Yeah.
just like a full asterisk.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna do a hashtag.
Okay. Hashtag problems.
Hashtag problems here.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Problems.
magic
Hashtag-
probs.
Okay.
Okay.
Hashtag get
Okay.
some. Okay.
Hashtag dab.
Oh gosh.
Amy, this dab's for you.
Please don't.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
Bunny Hearted
Ray!
now has a VRC dab channel
Oh, really?
point redemption.
Are you kidding me? Really? Hello, chat. We're doing.
Legit, I had her do it the other day.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hello,
Amazing.
Raid. We are doing map creation using random bullshit, basically.
Hello.
Okay, so I need a
my
name
first
for this.
channel point
I
thing
need
will
a
be
name for
that.
this junction.
Radiara.
Radiara. Raid.
For the
Who raided us? Big.
The
is it-
Pyro
The
Club.
The Pyro Club.
Ooh.
Okay, let's acronym this. Okay, so
They about to light this place on fire.
ooh, let's. You know what? We can call this
It's lit.
Pyrrhus Junction.
Pyrrhus,
Yes,
yeah.
nice.
All right,
like it. I like
Pyrrhus Junction. You are
Sounds
official. You're a train depot in our world that we're about to start in 2 weeks. Good job, guys. Okay, what was the snowflake again?
That
Factory.
was factories or mines.
Or mine,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that's mine.
Mine.
They call it a
Mine.
mine.
Okay, what is by the? Oh, this is going to be an excavation site.
Ooh, cool.
Okay, I need a name for a shitty little town. Shitty little town outside of a mining town. Well, shitty little mining town, I guess would probably.
Something. Do we want it something quarry or something like that?
Houston, Dirtburg. All right, we're working on this. We're just spitballing, guys. We got this. Dirtburg, Nugget.
Nugget.
So like, say you're a town
Nugget.
outside of a secret imperial magic ruin excavator.
Obviously, Dirtberg.
I think we're
The crevice.
The crevice.
Ooh, crevice.
Tailing corner.
I mean, Sabax right there. Like,
Sabax, more like Tabaxi.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Scum. It flagged Scumbucket?
What?
What?
Wow. Just calling someone a scumbucket.
No. He was suggesting it, or they were suggesting it.
I
and
know,
was
but like enough to make it
Ooh,
flag.
Vox Nergali.
Vox Nergali, the voice of Nurgle.
Grimhole.
Grimehole.
I'll say Vex Nergali. I like Vex Nergali.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that sounds
But
cool.
What I will do is the name of the old people site. So I kind of like Han Burrow.
Me too. Yeah, I was looking at that one.
That's
Hmm.
Han Burrow. The fun part's going to be putting this all this in the wiki.
Yeah.
So guys, someone's going to have to
Names,
upload all this
keep
to
at
the wiki. I don't know who it's going to be. But if you're putting it all in the wiki, then you should probably look up Christine. Christine, you should look up. Christine, you should.
I am looking. What the hell am I looking at?
Okay, you're putting it all in the wiki now.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
I know it's
so
never
good
gonna
luck
happen.
with that.
All right, fine. Okay.
I can't navigate that thing, so.
If
Okay.
you give me a lesson on how to wiki, I can do it.
I've
There's
wikied
so
before.
many
I can
damn
help
dice on the
it.
floor. Okay. So what else do we have here that's important? So we've got.
I said,
You know what? I'm gonna ignore the damn
Put
purples
dice on
because
the
the
floor.
this is all Imperial control. Like, I basically just rolled all of the a place of power in like all the places where the Empire has like a great seat. So it's kind of like my dice just well dud me.
the gold just went all to the right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like everybody has money. Oh look, the people with money have money and power.
Yeah.
Who would have
Wow.
thought?
Great.
Nobody would have
This is
Politically
absolutely
important.
homebrew. Yeah. So we're building it from the ground up right now. We did the character introductions and talk. We start in 2 weeks on next Friday. Not next Friday. Next Friday. Next Friday is my birthday, so I'm taking that night off. But guys, come back. It's going to be great. You get to see some really cool art, and you get to see some really cool gaming. This is set in kind of like a Final Fantasy VI Rome with mechas type of setting.
A little bit.
That's just the quickest way to say it. So,
It's a great.
are we friends outside of Twitch?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
no,
so.
we're family outside of Twitch.
We are family.
Yeah,
we are a family bush.
Yeah, my character has a flying mechanical rabbit that she made, so
That's true.
there's
Yeah,
that.
we're all friends outside.
Yeah.
Some of us became we became friends with Robin because of Twitch.
Yes,
But I mean, you're a friend outside of Twitch now.
it's true.
Aw.
We gave you a bunch of dishes for your new house, so you better be. Our friend.
It's great.
They were assembled.
Oh, I forgot to come see you for the sound tiles because I got out of work at like 6.
Yeah, you still. They've been sitting next to the door for like 2 weeks now.
I
still
know.
have to give. I still have to give a bunch of you to you two, Amy and Robin. If you want any more
I
acoustic
know.
tiles, let me know. Okay, so there's a dude here because I rolled dude.
You rolled dude.
Is it just a town called Dude?
No, it's a so.
Dude, chilling?
Dude, chilling. That's a park.
It is a park.
It's a
Okay.
great. It's a sacred
Okay.
park.
Not as good as Rudd Park. That
Well,
people
There were politically important areas, or did it just like in all those seats of power? Is that what you said?
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, because purple was culturally or politically important.
Yeah, so there's something. So Aldare is politically important because it's right there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what was green? There was nothing for
We didn't
green.
have green.
You didn't have
Yeah.
green on the
Okay,
sheet.
well that's just a
Zero
hashtag bad
greens.
news bears moment there then.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, so what else are we missing here? So we need a town over here. Basically, this is the free land, right? Is this still free?
Yes, I think it was.
No, this was conquered. But guess what? Now it is partially conquered. So this side is not conquered, and this side. So this is still not conquered. I need a name for this area. Give me something kind of Russian, guys. I have a red and a gold and a clear behind the book in the lower left corner.
Yeah, you do. I see it.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So,
Yep, on those little islands.
all right. So we will do that in a sec. I have my mobility in this room is not as much as it could be. Okay. Stop with the hashtags. You're the what? Clavostock. Clavostock? I'll do it.
Sure.
Okay. Also, by supplying us with names, you are giving up your intellectual property. There we go.
Aha!
There we go. I'm not
This
paying
is
for
Knowing
any
your
of
minds
this.
now.
What was gold?
Gold
Money.
was wealthy regions or seats of power.
Oh.
Money.
Because it literally landed inside the circle for this weird question mark plot device.
Nice.
Convenient.
So I'm just gonna go like that. I'll put a little dollar sign in there. Have some Scrooge McDuck action. All right, let's just slowly move this over. Okay, so got some money there. Okay, gonna roll that for fun. Ooh, and that's a. Oh, that just landed on the rift. That's fine. And there's another dude over at Belle. These are just like where will important NPCs show up? I don't know.
Makes sense.
And
This
Wonka,
way. This
I
is-
think Kelly used a random map generator site, and then I printed off 16 tiles of
Yeah,
the
and then I
map to
spent all
draw
afternoon
on.
taping it together.
Yeah.
What
Well,
is
though.
so a mine, a industry site, a we'll say that this is a what do you guys think? Power plant or foundry?
Power
Or-
plant.
Power plant.
Power.
Or major military base.
Major military base.
Major
Yeah.
military base.
And
And
then
that's-
be
is that right on the coast?
That's at the northern coast, yeah. So that's
Yeah,
the
that'd
side
be
that's
good for
facing
military.
Argosia,
Yeah.
or pardon me, Arcosia, and so just to give you a sense of things, this is all to the south of Argeny and Telusia. So basically, it's like our home campaign, then like a bunch of Greek islands, and then like Super Rome is in the south. Okay,
Does
so
that military base have a town that goes with it, or is it just a base?
it's next to Solidec.
Cool.
So the base is called. I got this. Naval Port. Yeah, Naval Port. Clovic.
Aegir.
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 Mm.
Aegir. Okay, the Aegir base sounds good. All right, I've got a dead town, and then I've got. I guess I'll put that there because that's close to something. And then right along this train route, I have something. What is it? So the train goes through here.
what is it? Is
I
there
don't know,
anything?
It's a
Is
snowflake.
there's something?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
a
I didn't know what
factory?
you were looking
So the
at.
train goes.
Or
this is-
mine?
A factory or a mine?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got a lot of mines, so let's.
So-
Say
put-
factory?
It
Because it makes sense. Because you could
Yeah.
have that as a stop that you'd get off to go
Yeah.
to like work or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a station there. Stop factory. Okay, and then I'll come up with some fun names for this. All right, guys, so we almost done here. Okay, so you are free. You are free. You are. Yeah, you're fine. We'll clean this all up in post, I promise. Okay, so
Right.
I need a town over here. So give me a town with a similar name as Cowlstole.
Similar?
Similar name, so Cowlstole, Aston, we have Xanamired already, Scalford, Glor, how
Was
about
Clovic
Clovic?
was a suggestion, yeah.
Carnost.
So, and then I need a name for a major city here on this island.
Oh, there's one up higher up in the chat that's like Salcivic.
Let's go a little further. Let's go a little more Grecian at this point. So the way that
Okay.
I'm seeing it is like, see this map here? We've got like the cold region up here, the more Latin region here. So like, picture this as the Alps.
Okay.
All right, so we're kind of moving more toward. Let's think up more like Franco-Germanic. Carnost is not bad.
Yeah. It sounds like something. I feel like.
So give me a Germanic name. Give me a let's say,
Gamish.
How do you spell that?
Gamish. So it's like Garmish, but you just say Gamish. Gamish.
Okay, and
It's the first half of Gamish Patenkirchen, which is a real place I've been to.
Okay, so this will be the island of Gamia, or Gamish. And then, so real quick, just kind of looking at this map, we've got a bunch of the continent that's not really very inhabited. I feel like there should be some more reasons why. Maybe there should be a couple more small towns in here. Well, we've got this entire country right here that doesn't have a town. So
it's the country nobody wants.
It's just like a desert country or like...
Well, it's plains for the most part, but...
So it's like the prairies.
So nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So, real quick, Talfrin, where are you from?
That's a great question. Somewhere fairly... Yes, thank you. Somewhere fairly...
Cool.
I don't know, I'm having a hard time actually just seeing the map. So...
Are you able to watch it on Twitch? I mean, it's kind
really
of Kansas.
Small.
Okay.
It's really small.
So, I'm assuming that you're western side.
Yeah. If we are right there. Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to be northwestern? Do you want to be... So basically, we've got kind of like Germanic island tribes. We've got what looks like kind of a more Norse type of thing. Klove kind of like more like Scandinavian type of vibe.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say I have an F on that island for forest, but I'm gonna say that's F for France. So that's gonna be a French type of place.
Gotcha.
More like an F in chat.
Oh.
Oh. No.
Kanazas. That's awful, soul. Congrats. Congrats. Someone did posture check. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Checked.
Everybody,
It's
check
pretty
your posture.
bad, but I'll check
before you
it.
wrecked it. Okay, good. Okay.
Back in my back.
So let's just rotate this a bit so that I can actually reach it. Ow! I stepped on a skull.
No, at least it wasn't a D4.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Which way is north on this map? Because you've been writing.
North is that way. And wow, you can tell how much I have this map scrunched. My finger looks so chubby. This is actually a very large, like, rectangle. I smushed into a square. So, okay, so we have a plains nation right here that has been conquered. Check. So let's just randomly generate where there's a town of some kind. Oh wow, they moved north. All right, so if it's the plains, let's go ahead and put one here, and then let's put one here down at the coast. Okay.
Do the rains fall mainly on the plains in Spain?
Ooh, Buddy has a good one. Fastlang. Vesfastlang?
Ooh.
I feel like we can chop that up. So we can go to Vesfas, or we can go to Fastlang.
I like
I
Fastlang.
like
Weislung or Feislang?
Weislang.
Okay. So is that landlocked or is it by the sea? Oh, you know what? It's gonna be by the sea. Weislang, which is going to be kind of like the. We'll say that it's called that because of the white coast. A lot of froth in the waves there. A lot of ships getting lost at sea. Blah, 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 blah. Add some more rocks. And then give me a crappy town name in the middle of nowhere. Not Caltrock.
Do you want it like a certain like theme? Do you want it Germanic or do you want it...
somewhere the Mighty Nine might visit? Yeah, if they're lucky. So
Binkin.
Lincoln?
Binkin.
Akakan. Ooh, Binkin. We can combine those two names. Hold on. So we got Binkin and we got Akakan. So that just be
my brain's
Bincon.
Yeah.
Akabin. No, that
my
just
brain's
sounds.
going like Benkine or something, or like
Benkine.
Benkine or Venkine?
Benkine.
With a V?
Benkine, maybe.
Benkine. Yeah, either work.
Okay, it's got Venkine right there, which is kind of like a little shitty place. And then, all right, so we just need a name for this nation, and then we're basically done with template 1 of this map.
Nice.
What's
So-
template 1?
Well, because this has to be cleaned up and actually put into
Yeah.
into a lot of stuff. So let's think about this real quick. So can you actually see it on this? So if you're looking at this map, so right now we are looking at a view of it. Let's switch it. There we go. So now that is north. North is up on this map. And then we've got this kind of weird island area over there. So Caitlin, do you want to name it? If that's where you're from or your people are from.
Oh, sure.
What give me
really bad name.
Give me like what's your character's last name?
Pridery.
Okay, so what does that sound like? Did you just make that up or did you find that somewhere?
No, it's Gaelic. I believe.
So let's pull up a quick Gaelic generator. Okay. Okay, so let's check Gaelic right now.
Or Welsh. Sorry, it's Welsh. But
Welsh
yeah.
town.
Just put a whole bunch of consonants and then you're good.
Yeah, we're not. It's gonna be something ridiculous. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Well, let's think of a town and then let's think of Celtic Welsh name generator.
Yeah, I think I found that one.
Okay, so do you want to be a Cadogan?
I
Not a
like
bad-
that.
Cadogan?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the name of a country where the people are called Cadogans? And spell that however you want. Caitlin, how is that spelled? Cadogan.
Probably Kato. Katogan?
Is it
GAM?
Are you
No.
Cadogan? Do you want to complicate that any more Welsh style?
Oh.
How many T's do you want in that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could do 2 T's and 2 N's.
Ooh, let's
Or
do
we
an
could do GYNN.
GY. Do you want to put an H in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that
Of
H's
course.
as well?
Okay,
Just throw it in there.
so hold on, I got this. So
H-Bay.
your name it's going to be KATTOGAYHN, Cadogan.
YHN. All right. That sounds good.
Okay, so
I really like soul suggestion. That's redonkulous.
Oh.
I think it's, I'm pretty sure that's like Lulavadanen.
Lavadanen. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so that will be right here then. Okay, so hold on, just pronounce it.
Lulavadanen.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to look over my shoulder.
There's a lot of elves.
Hey
Yeah,
JJ,
there's
come
two
back in
elves.
2 weeks and watch the actual campaign. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it will be.
Mhm.
You're gonna love it. We're gonna love it. Everyone's gonna love it. Except some YouTube commenters.
Cadogan.
I love this. This is great.
Why are we so funny all the time?
We're just great.
Oh my
Because
God.
we're
okay.
awesome.
Okay, so then let's come up with a couple other quick names for some cities here. Ooh, Gothgray. Oh, I like Gothgray.
Yeah.
Gothgray is right there, and then let's put a capital of this unconquered country up here, and that can be Lelwyn, glass of coal, Gwalchme, Taran, Trahern, Caldweller, Bevan, Argylwild. Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
That sounds like
Argylwild.
a forest.
Yeah,
Like
it
I'll go
like
wild.
It does.
Proderu or something is one I found here. It's kind of cool.
All right, I've added the Argylwild Forest, and what was it? Branderwine, Grungelheim. What'd you have, Amy?
Oh, Proderu.
Can you put that in
Like
the
it-
chat so I can see it?
Absolutely. I will type it out. It's
Okay.
kind of cool.
I like that. So that is going to be.
I'm sure.
Barry's Isle will actually be this entire island right here because we have an isle and I needed to name it. So that's great.
Nice.
Perfect.
That's great. That's good. Sorry that I'm moving the world too much. And what did you? Is that how it's spelled?
That's how it's spelled, but you can mess it up as much as you want. But I'm pretty sure that would be said something like, yeah, Troderu.
Oh,
Troderu.
Trogi.
Nice.
Like it.
Okay, so that's going to be the capital of that besieged country, which probably was also like part of this at one point. So that was a country. Cool. And so we just need a couple. I'm going to throw some of these other town names in. So what else do people have? Grungelheim, Brandel. I like Branderwyn. Branderwine. Branderwine sounds like it would be right here.
We might want to mess up the spelling of that one a little bit because it's very close to a real place. The Trodaru.
I spell. Oh, which one is?
The Trodaru. Like you might just want to change the spelling a bit. Not that it makes that much
I
of a
guarantee that I spelled it wrong.
difference. Okay, good. Cool.
So let's see. And then Catagon, Grungelheim. Grungelheim. Oh, you know what? I've got a place over here that is kind of just along a riverway. I'll do Grundelheim. Do you want to do Grundelheim?
I like Grungelheim. I think that's fun.
Is it Grungle or Grundle?
Grundle.
Is it Nomelheim?
Nobelheim.
Because I could put Grungelheim and smash like Gnomeheim into it.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Gnomeheim is right there, and then I think, guys, that's it. Like,
cool.
I mean, this is pretty expansive. Like, what do you think?
It's pretty in
Yeah.
depth.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay, and then this can always be adjusted later. So let's pop back over. So we did it. So this is to give you a perspective, everybody who's watching on chat, or if I upload this to YouTube later, this nightmare scenario. Then it actually looks like. Where's my map camera? There we go. So one sec. Boop. So the actual factual orientation of the map, it kind of looks like this when it's not scrunched, and you just knock stuff over. So get out of here, Mordenkainen. Nobody needs you. So yeah, it's quite an expansive place. I think each place about the size of my hand is about the size of, say, like Germany. So like Germany.
Fair enough.
Ocean.
Nice.
So so that is pretty good. And let's go ahead and head back over. Whoop. Hey, we're back at our normal screens. Oh, my neck hurts so much from doing that. So yeah, how are you guys feeling about this?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'll have to expand the countries and figure out exactly like what is what and like what the different cultures and things are. It also means that there is quite a bit of conflict surrounding this empire. It also is good because originally I had considered that Emrys would have pretty much rough control over the entire continent. And this way they still don't quite.
I mean, they might very well propaganda-wise say, "Oh yeah, we got
Yeah.
it all."
Yeah.
It was just small
Stars.
pockets of resistance.
Just
Sort of thing.
Little bit of resistance.
The rebellion
It's
shall be
fine.
crushed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So a couple of things as we are going into this that I want to make sure that everybody is behind. This is not going to be used to do any type of grand political statement on empires and whether or not they are good or bad. I'm going to actually try to avoid a lot of those tropes because that's not the game that we're telling here. So empires, are they good or bad? It depends who you are. Are you in the empire? Then they're probably fine. And that's kind of where we're starting this off as. I definitely don't want any... this is far more inspired by, say, like Roman history than it is by modern 20th century history, for example. So an expansion is... This is no way Germany, if you get my drift. We're not drawing any parallels there. I'm not going to be asking for anybody's papers in that voice, you know... Oh, but now I kind of want to have a halfling going around goose stepping, but I'm not gonna because that's how you get kicked off the internet.
Yeah.
Also, it's not funny anymore. Although
It's true.
a halfling doing it is a little funny.
Yeah.
A little bit, right? Or a
A
gnome is
little.
kind of funny because then you have to do this voice. And it's excuse
Well,
me.
it adds a little obscurity to it.
Yeah, it makes it absurd. You're right.
Yeah. It makes it more of
A joke on the actual.
it makes it more like satirical.
Yeah. We're also not going to be dealing with a lot of... basically, we're going to try to skirt a lot of issues that I know we don't want to cover on this. For example, conquered nations and just how bad that is. But we're going to have fun with this because it's a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, more Napoleon. Neapolitan. I mean, yeah, we're going to steer clear of it entirely. I'm not going to have anybody doing that. However, you guys are going to have some fun things. And I'm really excited because I finally get to use a couple of towns that I generated 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that.
Oh my god.
That I never throw anything away. I always know it's going to come back. So this is a town I generated on CityGen at crystalballsoft.com, which no longer exists. It now is just giving your computer viruses. Don't go there. But I have some stuff I printed off from them that I was like, oh, this would be really cool. I printed a bunch of these off for a camping trip that we did like several years ago, just to try out 5th Ed, because we did like Fireside D&D. I didn't use half the stuff I came up with, but I did spin a bunch of those into generic. So it's going to be good to actually have
Fireside D&D was a lot of fun.
It was. Nobody rolled their dice into the fire. That was surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was surprising. Cool. All right. So we have a pretty solid working nation here. We have a good backstory. We got some good character interaction. Is there any last thing we want to do before we call it a night?
I think that's about it.
Seems like a good.
If you have any questions about the campaign, go ahead and ask them right now. And besides that, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this crazy map making session and that you were excited about this campaign that we're putting together. It's going to be really weird. A lot of the outskirts of this nation are going to have basically this nation dabbles in things that it shouldn't, and because of that there are a lot of things that exist outside of communities and cities that are weird hybrids of other creatures. So, for example, seeing things like displacer beasts going through the countryside, not uncommon. Well, common enough that you'd want to keep a rifle or something nearby, or a bow. And there are plenty of NPC ideas that I've got to link everybody together. And besides that, I hope you all have finished your costumes and are working on your character voices in your head, or at least your personalities.
Yes.
I need to.
So, and for those who just asked, this is our... So this is the wiki to the world that this is set in. This wiki has not been built yet for Emrys, but that does cover a bunch of stuff from our Shards of Nirn campaign, as well as like characters and gods and different series and stuff. There's also a Dork Tales wiki, yeah, the Dork Tales wiki needs to be hybridized. It's pretty cool. But there's been someone who's been going around updating a bunch of stuff with a really funny name. I think it's like Uncooked Haggis. And I don't know who it is, but he keeps correcting a bunch of typos, and I'm like, you're on your way to being an unofficial webmaster, Haggis.
He's straight stunting.
I'll allow it. Give him a badge. So guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. If you want to come back and watch more of this and actually see how this world plays out, come back in 2 weeks from tonight. It's going to be up on Friday, February 19th at 7 p.m. is when we're going to start the fun. And if you're watching on YouTube, then it should be up within 48 hours on YouTube. So that would be the Sunday. Come and watch with us, start a new campaign. I know that a lot of you have been trying to get into things like Shards of Nirn and The Secret of Hexeter House, but Shards is 3 seasons long so far, so it's kind of a hard entry point to get into. Although I've been getting a lot of comments on like episode like 5 and 6 and things like that, which has been kind of weird. It's like, oh, thank you. You guys are going back to when we only had like one camera and like the round table. Oh,
yes, the round table.
I miss the round table. Oh, man. Robin, go back and look at what that means.
Okay.
Robin's the newbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had some fun tonight and that you had an interesting time of seeing how you can do some map generation. I would normally suggest that if you're doing a session 0 and you're not used to doing this type of generation, don't do a thing this big. So, like, obviously, any town with less than 300 people isn't probably on this map. We're only doing major metropolitan areas, villages, and towns, basically. and that this is what we're basically doing to kind of cover our bases and to have a bunch of places for people to go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to digest it and figure out all of the creepy stuff that the players have to encounter.
You're not supposed to eat the paper.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, I can just chew on it, right? Like,
Robin, you're fired.
I know I am.
Get out of here. Just leave.
Oh. Bye.
why are we in Diagon Alley?
Oh.
Oh, she's coming back slowly. All right, so guys, this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you tune in and that you enjoy this adventure with us, and that you got a good sense of who we kind of are off the camera. Because I know, especially on YouTube, I cut it down so it's just the episode, because I originally had people complaining that you guys take 30 minutes to start an episode back when I put the preambles in. So I cut all that out, but now I've had people complaining about like, oh, well, I want some more of the fun. I would just watch the outtake reel. So
everyone.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I really hope that you come and watch us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be a great adventure.
Yeah.
Hopefully I won't kill them all in the first game or two. But hey,
fingers crossed.
It's going to be great. Guys, if you liked what you saw here, give us a follow on Twitch. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by next Friday so that I can ring in my birthday in style. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a sub because it doesn't cost you anything. And then you get notifications, and hit the bell if you'd like. It does something, apparently. But hey, guys, that's going to be it. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.